Alright, boys and girls. Now, this NFL video is going to be out a little bit earlier than expected. I was going to drop it on Tuesday, but I see everybody and their mother want to drop NFL first look videos. 2-3 weeks before the games are even played. So, rather than sit here and scratch my ass, I might as well drop mine too. Get it out the way. Probably going to have a few videos throughout the week, so give everybody a little bit of a chance to figure out what type of attack, what kind of game plan they're going to go with going into Sunday. Because at the end of the day, everybody's going to tell you to do the same thing. You ready for it? You're going to stack, you're going to double stack, you're going to bring back. What does that mean? You're going to play quarterback, you're going to pair him with his receiver or two receivers, or you're going to pair the quarterback with the running back and a receiver. You're going to bring it back with the opposing receiver, things like that. That's what everybody's saying to do. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's absolutely a good baseline. It's a good guideline, especially if you're not familiar with NFL DFS, but that's not always the winning lineup, to be honest with you. But it is a good guideline. Quarterbacks. Another thing we're doing, especially if you're new with the NFL, you're gonna want to try to target games with higher game totals. So it doesn't mean that it's automatically going to be the winner. Players are going to come from that game, but it's a higher probability that you're going to get players from that game with higher fantasy points, especially if it gets into a shootout. And you're going to need a shootout, for games like the Jaguars in Miami or Arizona, Buffalo, with almost a 50 game total. You're going to need a little bit of a shootout if those games are going to go over. So with all that being said, a little bit of a baseline to follow or to pay attention to. We're going to look at a couple quarterbacks, a couple running backs, and a couple receivers, and we're going to get out of here. This is just going to be a quick video to wet your tongue, and then we'll come back during the week. Josh Allen, 8K, always in play. He's priced up for a reason. Good game environment. You're gonna have to find one of his receivers. You don't really need to pair Allen with a receiver. I would. He's not he's not like a running quarterback. He can run with it, but he's not. That's not going to be his first option or second option, but he can run with it. If I'm going to play a quarterback naked, I would want him to be more of a running quarterback. Josh Allen played Stroud a lot last season. You have a lot of different weapons to pair him with. Absolutely in play. Game environments also good. So Stroud is going to be popular. Prescott's always in play. It's going to be expensive to pair him with, with his top guys, but Prescott is absolutely in my player pool. Tua is another guy that I played a lot. Another good game environment, going to be very popular. 7K, crazy weapons to pair him with. Tua is absolutely in play. Burrow was a little bit disappointing last season. I know he was hurt. 100 yards, 8 fantasy points. 347 yards, 24 fantasy points, 25 fantasy points, 27 fantasy points. Week 6, is it? 14 fantasy points, 27 fantasy points. I mean, he was up and down last season, but Joe Burrow's always in play, especially when he's healthy. I know he was dealing with injuries last season, but when he's healthy, he's in play. Going to be probably a little bit of a tougher matchup. What's the game total for? The game total for Cincinnati is 40, so not as high as the others. I can see Burrow being low owned because of the game environment, and because of last season, but he definitely has weapons you could pair him with. So Joe Burrow's in play, Kyler Murray's in play against Buffalo. Good game to stack and double stack and bring back. Anthony Richardson, a good player to go naked with. What does that mean? Play by himself without any weapons. Richardson's in play. 6,300. I like the price. Trevor Lawrence. I played him a lot. Good game environment to stack or bring back as far as stack the whole game. Obviously, the top quarterbacks are going to be the best plays. Cousins. I don't mind getting a Cousins 6,100 against Pittsburgh. I do play a few NFL lineups. I do mix it up, and I always do try to throw in some low owned plays. So Cousins he's definitely in the player pool. Watson against Dallas. What's the total for this? Total is 42. Deshaun Watson's in play. I don't know if I'm going to get to him, but he's absolutely in play. Caleb Williams against Tennessee. Right now, I don't think I'm going to get to Caleb Williams. Depends on my lineup construction. I only made one lineup so far, so I'm not saying I'm not going to get to Caleb Williams, but he's in play. Mayfield's in play. Geno Smith's in play. Russell Wilson, Russell Wilson's in the player pool. I probably won't get to him, but he's in the player pool. Let's go to running backs. I want to keep y'all all day. Obviously, Taylor, Robinson, Etienne's in play. Cook. A change definitely in play. Cook. I think I like other pieces better than Cook. I'm not saying that I'm not going to play him. He's in the player pool, but I like a chain better. I like Kamara better. Mixon. Aaron Jones is in play against the Giants. White's in play. Walker's in play. I don't mind taking a shot on Eckler. Swift, Stevenson, Pollard, all of them are in play. Just depends on the rest of your lineup. I'll take a shot on Moss. Javonte, last season, 20 fantasy points, 8, 11, 4, 18, 10, 10, 7, 21, 18. He was decent last season. Does that mean I'm going to play him this? Yeah, I'll take a shot because of his price. It all depends on my lineup construction. I don't mind taking a shot on him at 5,500. Trying to see if anybody jumps out at me. Are we playing Algier? Let me see something. Yeah, probably not. I'm not really going to be playing RB2s when we have enough RBs closer to the 5K salary. So I don't think I need to do that for week 1. Let's go to wide receiver. Obviously, CeeDee Lamb, Tyreek Hill. These guys you're going to want to pair with their quarterbacks or try to pair them with their quarterbacks. Jefferson, Chase, Adams, you want to pair them. Mike Evans, Harrison's in play. Collins, he's going to probably be in a lot of double stacks. Keenan Allen with Caleb Williams, that's probably going to be a low-owned stack. Pittman's in play. Diggs at 67. Olave's in play more. Cooper. Waddle, Metcalf, Higgins are in play. London, I'm gonna be a little bit hesitant about. Godwin, Ridley. London's in play, but I don't know if he's gonna definitely make any of my lineups right away. That's what I mean by that. Ridley's in play. Hopkins, Pickens. I don't know about Pickens. I don't know if I get to Pittsburgh. But if you're playing Russell Westbrook. If you're playing Russell Wilson, then obviously Pickens is an option for a stat. Now we get into the mid-range where it gets a little bit dicey. Thielen. Thielen's in play for me. Judy is expecting that. Well, he said he was going to have a big year, so we got to hold him to that, right? Judy's expected to have a good year. Shakir's in play. When it comes down to these wide receiver 2s and 3s, then it becomes the thing with it depends on the lineup construction. If it makes sense for my lineup, then and obviously if I can afford them. But most of these guys in this range are in play. But like I said, it depends on your lineup construction. If they're part of a game stat. So there's a lot of things you got to consider. Let's go to tight end. Let's get out of here. McBride's in play. Kincaid, Njoku, Ingram. Ingram is I probably played him the most last season. Ferguson's in play. Compare him with his quarterback. Schultz is in play. You can make Schultz part of your game stack. Pitts. I know a lot of people are scared of Pitts. We've been playing Pitts, and he's never really gave us what we've been looking for. 4, 1, 13, 6, 14. I don't even really got to scroll down more for you to understand what I'm trying to say. So Pitts is always going to be in a player pool, but I'm going to be very hesitant to click him. Fair moves in play. Hill's in play. Henry's in play. Commits in play. Noah Fant if I'm desperate. Okonkwo if I'm desperate. And usually I have a cutoff point when it comes to tight ends. Like I want a tight end that's going to at least give me a shot for, 9, 10, 11 fantasy points. Right now, just eyeballing it, I'll probably cut it off at commit. But as we get closer to Sunday and I start playing with lineups, then I will open up my player pool for tight ends. We're about to go to FanDuel in about 30 seconds. If you're new here, welcome. Appreciate you taking time to watch my video. If you're not subscribed, hit the bell, thumbs up. That way you don't miss any more of my NFL videos. I'll probably still be making MLB videos for the time being, but we'll see how that goes. If you don't know NFL, DFS like that, or if you don't have time to make your own lineups, I can help you. I can send you my finalized optimal lineups right before lock. Check out the Patreon link in the description. Check out the channel memberships right here on YouTube. We do have an NFL discount promo codes in the description. We do have a season pass for NFL. That information is in the description. You can just send me a message. Everything is discounted up until Sunday. So all the discounts are going up until Sunday, and then after Sunday, everything is going back to regular price. What else? I think that's about everything is spelled out for you in the description. If you need more details, you can just send me a message and we'll work it out. Let's go to FanDuel. FanDuel. I like Anthony Richardson's rushing upside. I got Michael Pittman as his receiver. That way I can get a little bit of both worlds. If he throws for some touchdowns, hopefully it goes to Pittman. I can get those points. I can get Pittman's points. And then if Anthony Richardson runs in brings it to the house, I can get those points also. We're bringing it back with the receiver from the opposing team, Nico Collins. What we're looking for is a little bit of a shootout. I know Stroud's going to be popular. He was one of my favorite plays last season, so I'm just trying to take a little bit of a different route in one of my lineups. So I will have an Anthony Richardson lineup, and this is how it's going to look. I'm going to go in and get out of here. It's only a first look video, but I'm going to tell you this. We could get this video to 75 likes by Friday morning. What I'll do is I'll build a lineup. I'll build a DraftKings lineup for you, and I'll build a FanDuel lineup for you. That's what we'll do. So I'm going to go in and get out of here. Once again, I appreciate y'all guys taking time to watch the video. Subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up the video. Check out the Patreon, linked in the description. Check out the channel memberships right here on YouTube. Check out all the discounts, linked in the description also. And we do have super chats open. I'm going to go in and get out of here. Hope you have a great week, and I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.